All right, so there has been another mass shooting, this time in Jacksonville, Florida, at a Madden 19 tournament. Now, I just have some quick thoughts on this because at this point, it's like every video about a shooting is just going to be cookie cutter because it's the same arguments I have to keep fighting back against. So because this was at a video game tournament, there are of course people saying, "Oh, it's because he was really into video games. He was a shut-in. He was very socially awkward. He didn't talk a lot. So of course he shot people." Like this, I'm so tired. I'm so tired of people trying to dance around the actual issue. You don't think shy people exist in other countries? You don't think people who are shut-ins, who are really into games, who hate losing, who maybe have some mental health issues, you don't think that exists in other countries, only in the US? Here's the difference. In the US, they have easy access to a gun. That's the difference. People in Canada, people in Japan, people in Europe all play video games. All do it competitively. But they don't have easy access to a gun. This sort of thing happens on a consistent basis in America because of the ability to easily access a gun. That's the difference. Now, I feel like I'm just talking to a wall here. I mean, I kind of am. But this is just standard. This should be obvious to everyone. Now, I understand, especially when it comes to American media and conservative American media like Fox News, they exist in their own little bubble. And yes, of course, they are also paid to be liars. But look, even beyond that, they live in this world where America is the only country that exists. Now, I mean that figuratively, but that's how they act about all these issues. Whether it's healthcare. I mean, you think you might look at other countries and see that, hey, all these other Western nations have a universal healthcare system and they haven't gone back to private insurance. Maybe we can learn something. All these other countries spend less on healthcare and have better outcomes. Maybe we can learn something. Or how about all these other countries also have people that are socially awkward, also have people that may deal with some depression issues or mental health issues, but they don't have these mass shootings by young white men like we do. I wonder why. It's the guns. You can learn so much by looking at other countries and seeing how they do things. But the US rarely wants to do that, at least in terms of mass media. Even places like CNN, which still to this day are trying to push back against a Medicare for All system. And yes, of course, it has to do with business interests and it has to do with advertisers. Yes, all that's true. But still, there is this mentality of, well, we're America, so we know best. You don't. There are a number of ways that the US can improve their country, improve the system. But you don't bother looking outside your own borders for some advice. So there's nothing else to say. This is just standard. This is going to keep happening because politicians in the US don't want to deal with the actual issues, which is, in this case, the guns.